Today we have something different on the Highlight Her podcast. I'm speaking with April from Blooming with Grace Ministries. She helps women and children of domestic abuse. If you are in a situation like that, I want you to know that I have put resources at the top of the show notes so you can get help right away. And now, April. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Highlight Her, where connection and confidence grow from conversation. Before we get into the episode, I invite you to hit that follow button. It helps the show get delivered into your feed, and it's a free way to support the podcast. Today's featured guest is April Herndon of Blooming with Grace Ministries in Spring Arbor, Michigan. It's in the United States. I'm excited to chat with April because she was highlighted by one of our former guests, Miranda Jones of Celebrate My Life, and her organization sounds like it's doing very important work. Let's get started and add her to the Highlight Her circle of Season 3. Hi, April. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Hello, thank you for having me. I'm so excited.
Before we get more into your story in a few minutes, can you tell the audience what Blooming with Grace Ministries is?
Yes, we are a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and we are supporting women and children survivors of emotional and psychological abuse.
That sounds
And
very important.
yes, it's definitely domestic abuse is it's tragic. It's everywhere. It's all around us. But the hidden abuse is emotional and psychological, and it leaves scars that are very hard to heal.
I look forward to learning more. Before we get to what brought you to where you and Blooming Grace Ministries are today, I do have a couple of questions that are a little different that I like to ask my guests.
Okay.
First, what do you think is your superpower as a nonprofit founder?
Definitely think it's determination. When I set my mind and heart on a goal, especially one that's rooted in helping people and fulfilling a purpose, I don't give up easily. There's always going to be obstacles, late nights, and moments where things feel heavy, but my determination keeps my feet moving forward no matter what.
That's a great answer. And then one other one that I like to ask my guests, is there a moment recently where you thought, this is why I do this?
Yes. I had a moment in particular that really stands out. Besides running the nonprofit, I work at a local church and the local university in custodial. But during one of the events, I was doing my usual rounds, checking the trash cans and cleaning the bathrooms. I walked past a woman. I just simply said hello. We exchanged a few words, and before I knew it, she began opening up and sharing her story with me. My heart went out to her. And in that moment, I truly saw her pain and I heard her heart cry. And afterwards, she looked at me and she said, I don't even know why I just shared all that with you. And I felt it in my bones. It was a true God-given moment. And I was very overwhelmed with the absolute conviction and certainty that this was exactly what my ministry was here for, to create a safe space for people to be seen, heard, and loved right where they are.
I bet that for those people that you're helping, it's something that doesn't happen very often in their lives until they meet people like you.
Yes, definitely.
So can you take us back to the beginning and what made you decide, I want to start this nonprofit to help women and children deal with psychological and emotional abuse?
Yes. The story begins out of real personal pain. My daughters and I were directly impacted by domestic abuse. So I know firsthand what it feels like to live in the fear and to have to rebuild your life from the ground up. Back in 2021, my baby sister, Amber, her and I began dreaming up a business together with a warm gathering space. It was inspired by my grandmas who loved to cook. They had a shared heritage. We went searching for locations. I was planning with my other sisters. I have 4 sisters. So we were kind of planning what we were going to do, what the restaurant was going to be called. We were excited. Then in October of 2021, we got the horrific phone call that my sister Amber had passed away unexpectedly in the middle of the night. Amber had fought battles of abuse and depression and anxiety. Losing her shattered my heart, but also lit a fire in me. So I dedicated the ministry in her memory. And just before she passed, she wrote a book called Daughter of the Star Breather. And today we include that book in our survivor care packages that we send out. But it started with a dream and a vision. Turning that vision into reality meant doing a lot of research and a lot of late nights. I also didn't want to just wing it and not know what I was getting into. So I did reach out to other nonprofits. I asked a ton of questions. I talked to seasoned entrepreneurs, and I spent endless late nights studying and planning. I quickly realized that I didn't need to know everything in one day and that you kind of learn as you go. So I took a leap and I filed paperwork and I officially launched Blooming with Grace Ministries in August of 2025.
Good for you.
Yes.
And is it a physical location that people come to, or is it you go out and hold events or that kind of thing?
So we did purchase a 7-acre farm in Spring Arbor on a land contract. It is not open to the public yet. We have lots of work to be done here before I can have it open to the public. We need electrical updated and paved parking and those kind of things. So for right now, we do support group. We have workshops. We just had a women's conference in May. We are hoping to do a domestic abuse survivor walk in October, which is Domestic Abuse Awareness Month. We're going to do a conference in October as well at our local church. It's going to be a domestic abuse awareness conference, and we are going to have we're trying to get resources there for either survivors or people that have to deal with domestic abuse. We just want everyone to know the resources that are available. We have survivors that contact us, and we work with them one-on-one to mentor them. Sometimes a survivor, all they need is just someone to listen to them, and that makes them feel seen. They can leave the situation if they need to, or if they've already left, they can begin their healing journey.
What kind of workshops have you held?
We have had a photography workshop, a scrapbooking workshop, and then we also have a floral arranging workshop coming up as well. I want other women to know that they are beautiful and they can find a purpose. And sometimes it's so difficult when you're living through abuse. You lose yourself, you lose who you are, and you lose hope. So these workshops are specifically for these women to find hope, to find healing, and to just relax for a little bit, have some peace and quiet, and they can find something to do that would bring them joy.
I love those ideas that you're giving them, something, like you said, something they can enjoy. And what a beautiful thing to give them the gift of relaxing in a safe space, even if it's just for a little while.
Right.
I haven't personally gone through domestic abuse, but I can just imagine on a small scale the sadness and loneliness and fear that they go through. And I was looking at your Facebook page and there was a post about manipulation and just all those things that are in their head. What are some of the things that you tell them to help them overcome the mental load of just so much that sits inside their head?
We have a worksheet that I usually send out. It kind of looks like a ball of yarn, but it has all of these emotions that we don't even know. Sometimes when we go through a situation, we don't even know all the emotions that are there. We just think, oh, I'm angry, but there's actually a lot more to it. Or, oh, I'm sad. There's so much more to it. So what we do is we send out this worksheet and I have them color in with dark colors first. What are the emotions that you feel are right there that are just the heaviest for you? They will color those in with a dark color. And then it gradually goes on if they're feeling some sadness or some grief but it's only, slightly there. They will color that in with a lighter color. It does help them to process through all of these emotions, and it also helps them to pick that one emotion that is just so strong and so heavy and work on that emotion.
I bet that is insightful to them. Like you said, there's a lot more that we don't realize is going on behind our first thoughts and our what we feel like is at the front.
Yes, and
Is that something? Go ahead.
sometimes with our emotions, we get so caught up with, oh, I'm just so angry right now, but actually, what's causing the anger? So that's what we sometimes have to we have to work on that. When you're a survivor, your emotions and everything is just so dysregulated. Your nervous system is dysregulated. Just trying to figure out which emotion to work on and trying to bring yourself back. It's a very extremely long process to bring yourself back.
Mm. Do you have ways of walking with women through that whole process, or do you refer them to other people?
Yes, we have some counselors that we have on call, or for our resource, we send out a resource list. So if there are issues that come up that I feel that I am not capable of dealing with, I will pass them on, refer them to a counselor. I am a mental health coach, but not a licensed therapist. So I am just really here to mentor, and yes, I have been through a lot and I have done a lot of research, but still there are things and situations that I feel that somebody else might be more qualified for.
What are things that you have dreams of and hopes for this land that you have once everything's up to code and you've finished things?
Yes. So the dream is that we're gonna have a flower farm. We've started the flower farm. The flower farm is called Jolie Bijou. It is named after my two daughters, their middle name, and it means pretty jewels.
Aw.
Flower farm, and then we're hoping to have open up a small cafe. And then also on the property, we would like to actually have the ministry here. So women and children would be welcome to come and sit in the gardens that we have on the property if they would like to sit and just enjoy some peaceful, safe moments. Also, we would like to have a place, kind of a sanctuary. If they are in an emergency, they need to get out of
Mm.
their home, they are welcome to come here and stay, and we would help them figure out what they would like to do and where they could go. Also, with the property, we are hoping to have our workshops here, and have our support groups here as well.
Nice. And did you say 7 acres?
Yes, 7 acres.
That sounds like a really nice place to sit. 7 acres of flowers.
Yeah, we're right off of a very busy road, but once you get back here on the property and with all these little areas, it's just so peaceful. It's so calming, and I know that God wanted us here.
Do you have women contacting you mostly from the Spring Arbor area or the state of Michigan, or have you gone kind of
Um
around?
we were just kind of the surrounding areas. We have Hillsdale County, Jackson County, Branch County. We were just kind of working with that, but we've had a few women reach out from other states.
Oh,
So bringing that in, it was huge for us to be able to reach out to out of state.
was that scary, exciting, all of the above?
Yes, it was both. It was, I guess, just through Facebook and TikTok and Instagram, just kind of exciting for us that hey, we're reaching other places, not just
And you're,
not just right here in our backyard.
yes, and you're coming up on your 1 year anniversary?
Yes, yes, we are.
That's great.
Yes.
Do you have anything special planned for your anniversary?
No, not we haven't planned anything special. We've had so many events. We've got 2 workshops coming up. And then also with the flower farm, where we have a program with the flower farm that we deliver small flower arrangements to anybody that needs a little sunshine. So
Oh,
we've delivered to hospitals, birthing centers, retirement homes. We have a nomination every week, and we'll do a drawing, and we'll deliver to whoever was chosen.
I love that. Do your girls help you with those?
Yes, yes, the girls, my sisters, and my nieces and my nephews.
That sounds like a great family project to do together.
Yes,
And how exciting that they get to see the fruits of helping others as well.
yes, yes. I love that.
Speaking of helping, do you have ways that people can help Blooming with Grace Ministries?
Yes, we are taking in donations of household items. We are hoping to have a location that the women and children that need household items can stop by and pick out whatever they need. So, yes, so if you have household items, we would like to take that in. Also, we have many needs, so donations are greatly accepted. We have care packages that we send out. We have a few books that we like to send out to the survivors or their children. And so donating for those books would be just very helpful. Also, we are on a land contract, so we are working towards paying off the land contract. So any donation would be huge. Also, if anyone would like to help out with a workshop, I am always looking for someone to teach a workshop. So if they are like I said, we had a photography workshop, and we've had flower arranging, and we had scrapbooking. So if there's something that you would just love to teach other women, that would be great. Reach out to us. We would love it.
How many women do you average at a workshop?
Anywhere from 10 to 12. We try to keep it small.
That's a nice size.
Yes.
Do you think that your journey of creating this nonprofit has changed you in any way?
Yes, I do. I feel like it has pushed me to heal. It has made me just want to work on myself, work on my heart, because I want to help these women. I want to help them work on pulling them out of the darkness, and leading them towards the light. I think one of the big lessons that I learned is that building anything meaningful takes real time and patience and a whole lot of heart. And you absolutely have to love what you do, but you also have to protect your mental state along the way. So definitely I have working on taking some moments for myself and not just keep pushing myself and pushing myself. So working on my mental health is something I'm learning as well.
That's an excellent point, because if you aren't aware of that, what you're working on and love so much could take you down, so to speak, because it would
Right.
wear you out.
Yes,
And it's a very heavy topic that you're helping people through.
that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have a story of someone that you've been, obviously we wouldn't ask for their name, but someone that you've been able to help that people could kind of get an idea for the way that you've been able to help people?
Yes. So I've been working with a survivor for a few months now. When she first reached out to me, she was in a really dark place. She was scared. She wanted to get out, but didn't know how. So I just kept encouraging her, telling her that she was worthy of love, and that not to listen to the lies of the abuser.
Mm.
And just kept sending her encouragement and worksheets to work on, and just trying to get her to build her community of people around her that love her. And I've really have seen a change in her. She seems so much closer to the Lord. She has reached out to friends, and she's building her community around her, and I'm just so proud of her for recognizing what abuse is, and that she doesn't need to stand for it, and that she is a beautiful, amazing person. And I think that as a survivor, we lose that. We lose a little piece of ourselves. We don't think we're beautiful. We don't think that we're worth anything. So they just need somebody. They just need somebody to listen. They need somebody to say, hey, I'm here, and I'm not going to leave you until you feel safe.
As you're talking, I'm thinking through what kinds of things would someone like me or the audience need to say or do to help someone if they came to us and said that they were in a domestic abuse situation, or feeling like perhaps they were unsure of themselves. What kinds of things could we say? What resources should we know about if someone is in a situation that they need to leave for their safety?
So there is a domestic abuse hotline. So we would definitely say, let them know that the domestic abuse hotline is available. Also, the resources in your community, I would highly suggest, please be aware of the domestic shelters in your community. Be aware of any kind of resources that could possibly help somebody, because you never know. You never know what someone could be struggling with, and they might come and ask you for help, or They might ask you if you know anything or know someone that might be able to help them. So definitely try to find out the resources in your community. That would be very helpful for them. And also, if you have someone that comes to you and says that they are in a, abusive situation, you rushing in there and trying to be the hero is probably just going to make things worse. The best thing to do is to let them know that you are there. It usually takes a survivor 7 times before they will actually leave an abusive situation. They will continuously go back because of that's what they're used to. That's their normal life. Or they feel guilty, or they get threatened that they have to stay. So you supporting them by just being there for them is something that is huge for them.
I imagine children are weaponized as well.
Yes, children are. And it is very, very sad because children, they absorb everything around them. So what they are seeing is shaping them and shaping what they think love should be.
Do you have hopes for children's programs as well, or is that something that you partner with another organization for?
We are hoping to reach out to children as well. We are planning for this fall to go into high schools and youth groups and have a program where we are bringing awareness about the red flags of abuse. So many teenagers get caught up in, falling in love with love and that whole, dreaming of having Prince Charming come along or dreaming of a beautiful wedding, that we get caught up in that and kind of push aside the red flags. We push aside, oh, he probably shouldn't have said that to me, but I'm just going to overlook it this time. Or, well, he hit me, but it's okay. He said he loves me and he said he was sorry. So many young girls fall into that, and they fall into a trap. And we would like to go in and share with them what these red flags are and that they're actually serious, not to overlook them. And then with the younger children, we would like to work with other shelters or other places that have children's programs and kind of reach out to children. It is a lot harder to deal with young children. You can't just sit down and have a conversation about what's happening at home. So, dealing with them is sitting down with them, maybe playing a game with them or coloring with them or just letting them know that they're safe.
Well, it's time for our lightning round. Do you prefer coffee or tea?
Tea.
Early bird or night owl?
Night owl.
One tool or app that has helped you with your nonprofit as you're organizing and running things?
Gemini has been a huge help to me. I can always ask for resources and I can always ask, hey, does this sound okay? Did I spell this correctly? So yes, Gemini has been a huge help.
I love that. Do you have a favorite way to unwind after a busy day?
Yes, actually, my faith is my foundation and my source of vitality. I live and breathe in the overwhelming love of Jesus. And so I listen to praise and worship music a lot. But also I love a lot of different kinds of music, depending on the mood that I'm in, or what my soul needs. But I love to just sometimes sit and listen to the celloist Hauser or a beautiful piano duo. Sometimes I'm in the mood for channeling in my young and restless age and listening to Backstreet Boys. Or I like to maybe sometimes walk down memory lane and listen to Glenn Miller Band or some of the Irish tunes that my grandparents loved. But alongside that, my brother, Nate Jones, he has been a massive source of inspiration for me. So I love to listen to his music as well.
And that's how you're connected to Miranda.
Yes.
So she's your sister-in-law.
Yes, she is.
How fun. April, do you have another nonprofit that you would like to highlight?
Yes, actually, I have 2. The first one is Whitney with the Bloom Project. She created a beautiful nonprofit ministry for teenage girls who are facing life challenges and just need a little extra care and mentorship and love. She supports them through group meetings and specialized programs, and they're designed specifically to help them navigate the tough years. Also, Kayla with 189 Blooms. I have watched Kayla grow her flower business right out of her home, and she has been a huge inspiration for me. She built her business, and it was a big dream of hers, and I love watching her with this journey.
Awesome. She has also been mentioned often in Downriver and Friends Facebook group.
Okay, yes,
So
yes.
I know she has a lot of fans. So those are two great ladies I'll have to look up.
Yes, definitely.
For someone that's inspired by your story today, if you could give them one piece of advice for starting a nonprofit, what would it be?
Let's see. It would probably be don't give up. It's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot that will push you past your limits, a lot that will overwhelm you. But if this is your passion and your goal, don't give up.
Excellent advice. Audience, remember you can follow April and Blooming with Grace Ministries on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. April, could they message you through one of those if they wanted to get in contact with you?
Yes, they can. We also have our email. That's bloomingwithgraceministries@gmail.com.
I'll be sure to put all this in the show notes for everyone. And speaking of show notes, you can also find the link to subscribe to the podcast newsletter so you can get each episode delivered. April, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
I hope that a lot of people are helped by learning about your ministry and maybe even spawning ideas for other nonprofits.
Yes, I hope so.
Audience, thank you for listening today. If you'd like to know what we discussed after the episode ended, you can head on over to After the Highlight on Patreon.